I also go by another moniker, the moniker Lynnah. Lynnah is because I'm from a town in Massachusetts named Lynn, and if anyone is from Massachusetts, they'll know that Lynn is notorious for being a really crime-ridden, drug-ridden, violence-ridden city. They say, Lynn, Lynn, the city of sin. You never go out the way you come in. And so anybody who's from Lynn is called a Lynner, and of course, with the Boston pronunciation, it changes to Lynnah. And so there you go. I'm proud of my proletarian roots. I think they're good. They make you who you are, kind of thing. Okay, another topic as I flip my burgers. That's right, turkey burgers. Oh, this thing's falling apart. What kind of crappy ass turkey burger is this? Probably can't see that. You can hear it. Can't see it. I wonder what you're watching right now as I'm running. Crappy fucking turkey burgers. Oops, sorry kids. Adult content! Oh, what a disaster these things are. Fail. Alright, where was I? Topic. See, I did the screen name. Alright, did the regret thing. Here's one. How I got into motorcycling. Well, let's see. Jump back to 1998. 28 years old. I always liked motorcycles. Never really wanted to ride one. I just kind of liked them, My cousin Tim came over to visit in Lynn, Mass. And he was riding an Indian, I think, or a Triumph. I can't even remember now. All I remember is that he had on those leather pants, those chaps. And for some reason I thought, wow, he looks cool on this old-looking bike, and he's about the same age as me, so I got it in my head, maybe I could try this. So what I do? I started looking around for bikes, and I thought, well, you know what I want is a big bike, big old-fashioned looking bike. And I saw the police bikes, in Boston. I said, I want to get an old Boston police bike. I just think that'd be cool. So I called up a bunch of places and asked them, how much for one of those old used Boston police bikes. And the guy says, well, if you want one of those things, even though they laid it down, it's going to be, $14,000-$15,000. And the second I heard that, forget about it. I said, okay, thank you very much. Don't have any kind of money like that, so see ya. And I put the idea to bed. Fast forward to 2005, move out of Hawaii, sitting a little bit on a nest egg from the house sale, had some extra money, was going through a midlife crisis, post Hawaii, post PhD, 35 years old. You do the math and you can tell I was in need of something. So my neighbor across the street, he owns a Road King, or he used to own a Road King at the time, and he was going on and on and on about how great they were. He's from New Hampshire, so he's very burly and got that big old Boston accent. Oh, Mikey, you're gonna get yourself a Harley. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I didn't even know how to ride a motorcycle. I had ridden 10 speed. So, he keeps pushing and pushing. I ended up down at this bike shop one day. Next thing you know, I have purchased a $12,000 Softail Standard 2003 edition, which is a really nice bike actually. Had really loud pipes. He had to ride at home. My friend Jim rode it home for me because I didn't know how to ride. And when my wife heard the bike coming down the driveway, she was pissed. Let's just put it that way. But she was very nice and understood, even though she was angry. And I ended up taking the motorcycle course about maybe a month later, and I loved that motorcycle course. I only paid $110 for it, and it really taught me a lot. So I ended up riding the bike around the neighborhood first a little bit, very tentatively, kind of nervous, didn't want to crash. And then after that, I started riding around, city and stuff. I even went to my job a few times. Had a pretty good time on it, but I started realizing that the bike was too small for me. I wanted to put things, carry things, so I got saddlebags. put them on. Too small. Saddlebags are too small for what I wanted. Textbooks and sweaters and, you know, I'm a pack rat, so. Then I put a windshield on it because the wind was blowing my face and I didn't like that very much. I have a half helmet, so. Well, still wasn't big enough. And that skinny front tire, I just didn't like how it wobbled sometimes or whatever, just going around corners and stuff. I just wanted something bigger, beefier. So one day I'm looking online, and I see up at Rocky Mountain Harley-Davidson, they had a Road King for sale. And this was a sweet bike. It had, you know, the beach bars and the braided cables and all that jazz. I mean, it was a nice bike. And it was 2006 at this point, so I'm, you know, jonesing to get me a new bike, and that bike was just perfect. So I called him up and said I want to test ride it. I had already ridden a couple other bikes. Softail Deluxe, I guess it was, and another Road King that was one of those, what do they call them, custom vehicle operation types, Road King Custom. Didn't like the Softail Deluxe, and the Road King Custom was just too bare bones for me. So I get up there to Rocky Mountain, I take this thing for a test drive, and oh my God, love it, first feel, or whatever they say. Is that AC/DC? Love the first feel. Anyway. Yeah, that was awesome. Loved it. So I immediately traded in my bike and come home with this Road King. My wife didn't even realize that I had changed bikes. That's how little she cared about them. To this day, she still can't stand motorcycles. Well, not can't stand, just doesn't have any care for them at all. So that's how I got into motorcycling. It's a really long story. Sorry about that. What else? Oh, yeah. Okay, hang on a second.